Hi there. I was just sitting and thinking about the goodness of God and obedience. And I wanted to share something that has happened in my life, a testimony of His faithfulness and the impact that it had in our kingdom. And I think often we overlook the impact of our willingness to say yes to God, even if it just seems like a little thing. So, about 12 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I woke up one morning ready to start the day. And as soon as I sat up, it was like I felt like a knife was going through my back. And I immediately looked at my husband and I said, "Babe, I need you to pray for me. I need healing because I need to get up and get going to work." And he reached over out of obedience to Jesus and his wife, and he laid hands on me and commanded my back to get in line with the Word of God. And I was instantly healed. And it was to the point where, sometimes you can move around after you've got muscle spasms and that kind of thing, and you can still feel a little bit of a hitch. Well, there was absolutely nothing. And I jumped out of bed so excited about who he was, and just all the way to work was rejoicing in his goodness. And when I got to work, the first person that I saw, I just shared. It just came right out of my mouth. And I just said what a faithful God he was and how much he loves his kids. And at the end of my testimony and my excitement and encouragement, the person looked back at me and said, "I want to know that God." And the kingdom was completely changed and strengthened and empowered. And that precious woman, who is still such a gift and such a blessing in her family, is to our family. Um, her life was changed forever. And, in thinking about these things, I started to recognize that sometimes we think of obedience as this big, difficult, heavy thing, or something that I may not desire to do, or, God asking me to do something in spite of myself. But at that particular moment, all it was rejoicing a little bit louder and sharing his goodness a little bit more than I had before. And I think we as the body and we as individuals really need to recognize the impact that we have on the world around us when we just share the goodness of our God in the earth with people that love us, with people that are already familiar. Sometimes people think that um, that those around us have already heard this story or have already been, they've already heard about God and they don't need to hear it again, and they're going to come anyway. Us sharing His goodness every single time and smiling and encouraging and uplifting. This face is the face of Jesus to somebody. Your face is the face of Jesus to somebody. And I just want to encourage you to just be obedient, to honor God in all that you do. And it's not about the hardest thing you could ever think about. I love that the word says that He loves obedience more than sacrifice. And it's those little things to be obedient in. And you're going to see such a shift in the world around you if you just choose every day to say, "You know what, God, I want to show you off a little bit more." So have a wonderful day. God bless you.